Salutations everyone, this is Razor talking to you guys today about the recent headlines, the DDoSers, the swatting, the bomb threats, flights being diverted, and all of that good, fun, illegal stuff that the script kiddies have been up to recently. For those of you who may not have heard, there was a lot of DDoS attacks the past couple days on Blizzard and Dota servers, and Sony was, PlayStation network was taken offline for a couple hours. Microsoft also had an attack on Xbox Live with some limited user stuff that people could do. And it was just all kinds of nonsense, all from one group. And there was a bomb threat against the flight that held the Sony executive who was on his way to a conference of some sort. So, his flight had to be diverted, and people were like, whoa, what's going on? People had flashbacks of when the PlayStation Network got hacked a while back and user information was stolen. But there's a lot of mistakes in the language used in these stories when it comes to DOSers or people swatting people, or what have you. In most of the interactions that we see from kids on their little computers, they're often referred to as hackers or getting hacked. You hear that a lot, but all of these recent actions, there was no hacking taking place whatsoever, so you can't call these people hackers. DDoSing is not something that is difficult to do. It takes no skill, it takes no huge array of equipment. It's just flipping a switch. It's pressing a button. That's literally all it is. It's flooding a service with a lot of traffic, or fake traffic, and it takes things offline. It's not hacking. They aren't accessing personal information. They're not stealing stuff. It's just script kiddies just using code and using stuff that other people made and pressing a button. That's all they're doing. That's not hacking. That's as far away from hacking as you can get. People love to glamorize hacking and hackers and pretend what they're doing is difficult or honorable or funny or trolling. None of these are applicable to any of these situations. And some people wondering, why these things happen, why they're taken seriously. Like, why does a tweet on a bomb threat, why is that successful in diverting a major airline's flight? Well, these things, they have to be taken seriously by the police. Same with swatting. If you get a call, a tweet, an email, then the police have to take it seriously when they get a call or an email or something pertaining to a hostage situation or a murderer or a bomb on an airplane. Those are things they just have to take seriously. They can't not take those threats, no matter how unrealistic they sound, no matter how crazy or unofficial or unthreatening they may seem. How it's like, yeah, this is obviously just a kid playing a prank, but those things that have to be taken seriously, because what if they aren't? Those are just things that you have to take in consideration to be an actual threat, because the likelihood, however minimal, if they were to turn out to be true, would be absolutely devastating, especially if you had warning beforehand. So I know it's silly and it's dumb and it's stupid, but these threats, they have to be taken seriously, especially in this day and age. And with information being so readily available and being so fast, these things are going to happen. And people that do this get punished. That's just what happens. These quote-unquote hackers, which no one should really call them. They're just script kiddies. They're a bunch of little butthurt kids on their computers, you know, just pressing buttons. You know, I don't know, their stepdad didn't give them enough love or whatever. They didn't get enough attention when they were 7 or what have you. I don't know what the reason is why these kids are so angry and butthurt, and the only joy that they can get out of it is pretending they're hackers and just ruining people's days on, you know, gaming services is the only thing that they find to be entertaining. But you know, these script kiddies, they ruin a lot of things, and they do it for no reason. They really don't. You see sometimes they'll say like, oh, we're doing this for the people, or oh, we're, you know, anti-government, or we're anti, you know, big companies making money, and oh, you know, Sony users deserve, you know, more security and such, so we're just going to you know, take down their services and do it in the name of the people because Sony doesn't, you know, use enough of their millions of dollars to protect, you know, their services. It's all nonsense. It's all, you know, fake explanations for just a bunch of kids just doing stupid, illegal shit. And that's all it's ever gonna be. And some of you might have, you know, heard about the whole white boy thing getting swatted. I mean, he's not the first, and he's not going to be the last person to get swatted, where someone calls a bomb threat or say that someone has hostages. Often when someone's live streaming, you know, they get their information, they tell someone that, oh, there's a murderer at this address, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, the police, they have to show up on such a threat. They don't know what, you know, swatting is. They don't know what DDoSing is. They don't know what Twitch is. They don't know that people make a living off of playing video games and that little butthurt kids will do these types of things. They don't know any of that. So they, you know, they respond to these threats, you know, as they would with anything else. And, you know, people's days get ruined. And White Boy actually got arrested because he had illegal drugs at his place. Now, those cops wouldn't have been there without the fake threat. So, you know, that's a bummer. You know, no matter what you feel about, you know, said drugs that he had, it was pot. No matter how you feel, it sucks that he got, you know, arrested in the way that he did, because the cops wouldn't have been there if it weren't for, you know, a butthurt kid or two that decided to ruin somebody's day and ruin someone's livelihood, just because they were bored and they want their, you know, the other kids in middle school to think that they're really cool, you know. So, you know, these things they're gonna happen, and unfortunately that there's not much that can be done to prevent them. These kids, or, you know, sometimes companies of hackers, you know, groups of people, they can easily hide their location. They can mask their IP, and their Twitter accounts could be from any location. But, you know, a lot of times they get caught and people will get arrested. Sometimes we hear about that, but not as often as when they're successful, because, you know, that's not as a headline grabby that, you know, some kid gets arrested because, you know, they broke the law. Whenever they DDoS somebody, that's a federal offense. Whenever they take down an online service, that's a federal offense, and that's a lot of jail time. And a lot of the times these people, they get caught. No matter how invincible they might feel that they are, it happens to the best of them. And I mean, that's just really all we can hope for these recent attacks from these script kiddies who have no talent, have no skill, and have no reason or purpose to live or to do what they do. They're just bored little butthurt kids who are bored, who just use stuff that other people made to you know, just fill in their time. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I will see you next time.